right, man. Shout out to all the Piston fans out there. Looks like Monty Williams is trying to put a staff together, and he's trying to get Jarrett Jack, former NBA point guard out of Georgia Tech, to join his coaching staff. Now, Jarrett Jack was on his coaching staff the last 2 seasons, and he seems to be a very high priority for Monty Williams. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. There's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance and notifications. We go live or drop a video. So, yeah, man, he seemed to be a high priority. Jarrett Jack, smart point guard, good in the league. I think it'd be good for Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey and everybody else that's involved. But it seemed like Jarrett Jack could be kind of trying to make that transition into being a head coach. And Joe Mazzulla, he went from being a head coach, being behind the bench, to being the guy on the bench. So those things can't happen quick. And with him being a priority for Monty, that says a lot about how bad that he actually wants him. Now, Jarrett Jack, is he going to be part of Frank Vogel's staff? When Frank Vogel got hired in Phoenix, is he going to be part of Frank Vogel's staff? I'm pretty sure Frank Vogel want to bring his own staff in. And if that's the case, Jarrett Jack may weigh his options around the league. Or maybe he may be willing to stay with Frank Vogel in Phoenix. So I can't really call it. But yeah, just to kind of get super duper familiar, with Jarrett Jack. Really good, smart point guard, played the game the right way. Georgia Tech, you would kind of think, I think it might be a little bit more prestigious academically. You think they get more people go to Georgia Tech being in the heart of Atlanta, with Spelman, Morehouse, Clark, Atlanta. They got a number of Georgia State, I believe, is in the Atlanta area as well. So, you don't understand why people I don't understand why people didn't want to kind of go down there more. Marbury, him, Calvin Johnson, just to name a few. It's definitely a lifestyle down there in Atlanta. If you can avoid the HIV and all that stuff and all the other stuff that comes with it, it's definitely fun to have. That should be easy recruiting down there. But yeah, played in the league a long time. Coached, I played under Monty Williams, and I think Monty going to put him in the best position to be a head coach. And in the NBA, the first time there's majority black coaches in the NBA. So that's always good to hear. You don't really hear that in pro sports a lot. You always don't hear that in pro sports a lot. So, but yeah, man, I like to see Jarrett Jack. He can help them kind of continue to grow and see the game the right way. And kind of get them to kind of see the game through a point guard's eyes, and help them mesh a little bit. So you need that player's eye in your coaching staff. Monty played, he played. So, they both played at a high level. So if he's gonna get the job done, he need his guys here. And I'm pretty sure if they spend $80 million on him coming to coach the Pistons, they won't spare no expense for his coaching staff. So it's just to the point, do Jarrett Jack, want to uproot from Phoenix and come to Detroit? Or do he got other offers if Frank Vogel is on his own staff? But definitely gonna bring a calmness and a true point guard's perspective on how it's gonna work. And you see Jaden Ivey is happy that he here. I hear Cade Cunningham happy that Monty here. So, but yeah, I think it's gonna do wonders for them in developing the rest of their games. And I think meshing together. I think under Dwayne Casey, I think under Dwayne Casey, they just didn't have no discipline and they didn't have any structure. It was just like the wild, wild west. Let's just run and gun. You know, that's what I think it kind of was. Just let's run and gun, shoot threes. And with Monty Williams, his team played with structure. He's developed guys from the ground up and teams from the ground up, and they made some trades, and that's what's gonna happen. You got to find the right mix of players around these guys. So yeah, it's gonna be difficult, but these guys gonna have structure. They're gonna have a structure. You see, you know, sometimes they take a lot of threes. You see in other situations, under Monty Williams, they take twos. They drive the ball. They play to their strengths, and that's one thing I like. And Jarrett Jack was a part of that. They play to their strengths. You know, they play to their strengths, and that's what you want to do here. You want somebody that's gonna tailor make the game plan for Detroit, for the Pistons, through their strengths. And if he needs Jarrett Jack there to help him, you know, materialize that, then hey, they got to go get him. So. But it's up to him. He might want to stay in Phoenix and not uproot his family and coach on Frank Vogel's staff. Now, is he going to be Frank Vogel's ace, as it look like he's going to be for Monty Williams? Probably not. Probably not. So it's all about, you know, what he wants and, you know, what they can negotiate with him financially and stuff of that nature. So, and I mean, we will eventually see. But, you know, now he's getting his staff together, and, you know, obviously he would probably love to bring everybody from Phoenix with him, but that's probably not possible. To uproot everybody and get everybody out through contracts or whatever the situation may be. Everybody might have other offers. But yeah, the staff is going to be critical. I mean, do they keep some guys off the Pistons staff? Like Rashard Lewis, I think Keith Bogans. You know, that's the question. Do they keep some guys off their staff? So, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Just Spotify and Anchor, I'm sorry. Appreciate the love and support. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist for more videos like this.